On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Stalk.
To follow or track someone or something closely and quietly, usually to cause harm or surveillance. To move slowly and quietly to avoid detection. Noun, the main stem of a plant that supports leaves, flowers, and fruit, the stem or main axis of a support structure or framework.
Examples:
Stalk of celery. Stalk from the room. The hunter quietly stalked the deer for hours before taking the shot.
Deem.
To consider or decide something in a particular way.
Examples:
Deem socially responsible. Deem wrong or inappropriate. Regarding earthquakes, some commercial buildings were deemed unsafe.
Podium.
A raised platform or stand that is used for delivering speeches, conducting meetings, or presenting awards.
Examples:
Win a podium position. Podium finisher. The speaker stood confidently on the podium while delivering their speech.
Fright.
A sudden intense fear or shock, a state of being afraid or anxious, a feeling of alarm or trepidation caused by a sudden, unexpected event or situation.
Examples:
Fright response. Shiver in fright. The dog's barking gave the male person a terrible fright.
Fret.
To feel or express worry, anxiety, or annoyance about something. To wear away or corrode a surface by rubbing repeatedly. To form a series of parallel ridges or grooves in a material.
Examples:
Fret over every little thing. Fret about the future. I couldn't help but fret over the presentation I have to give tomorrow.
Powerless.
Lacking power, strength, or authority, unable to act or effect change.
Examples:
Powerless position. Powerless in the organization. During the hurricane, we felt powerless against the winds and rain.
Unaffected.
Not influenced or emotionally impacted by external factors or events, calm, composed, and emotionally stable.
Examples:
Unaffected by weather. Emotionally unaffected. Despite the chaos around her, she remained unaffected and focused.
Nuance.
A subtle or slight degree of difference in appearance, meaning, sound, someone's feeling, etc.
Examples:
Rich in nuance. Subtle cultural nuance. The painter has tried to express every nuance of the woman's expression in his work.
Hypothalamus.
A basal part of the brain that autonomically controls body temperature, hunger, and the release of hormones.
Examples:
Anterior hypothalamus. Hypothalamus hemorrhage. Oxytocin is also produced in the nucleus of the hypothalamus.
Vertebrate.
Relating to animals that have a backbone or spinal column, such as mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish.
Examples:
The muscle tissue of a vertebrate. Vertebrate biology. The presence of a backbone is a defining characteristic of vertebrate animals.
Pituitary.
A small, pea-sized gland located at the base of the brain that influences the growth and sexual development of the body by producing hormones.
Examples:
Pituitary hormone. Anterior pituitary. The pituitary gland is responsible for releasing hormones that regulate growth and metabolism.
Adrenal.
Relating to two glands situated above the kidneys, called the adrenal gland.
Examples:
Adrenal gland. Adrenal cortex. The doctor ordered tests to check the patient's adrenal function.
Adrenaline.
Also epinephrine, a substance secreted by the adrenal medulla in response to stress, which makes the heart beat faster and prepares the body to react to danger.
Examples:
Adrenaline receptor. Adrenaline addiction. The band has released a lot of adrenaline-pumping rock music.
Slouch.
To stand, sit, or walk in a lazy, drooping way, often with the shoulders hanging forward and the head bent forward.
Examples:
Slouch along the street. Slouch down in a chair. After hearing the results, he slouched against a wall.
Digestion.
The process of breaking down food in the body into smaller, more usable components, typically involving enzymes and other bodily processes. The process of assimilating, understanding, or absorbing information or ideas.
Examples:
Poor digestion. Impaired digestion. Overeating can lead to discomfort and slower digestion.
Dilate.
To make something wider, larger, or more open.
Examples:
Dilate the bronchial tubes. Dilate blood vessel. The pupils of the eyes dilate in low light.
Autonomic.
Relating to the part of the nervous system that controls involuntary bodily functions, such as heartbeat, digestion, breathing, and glandular secretion.
Examples:
Autonomic imbalance. Autonomic response. The autonomic nervous system controls involuntary bodily functions.
Autopilot.
A system that automatically controls the operation of an aircraft or spacecraft.
Examples:
Autopilot function. Aircraft autopilot. The airplane was on autopilot during the long flight.
Vomit.
To eject food, blood, etc., from the stomach through the mouth. Noun, the matter ejected from the stomach through the mouth.
Examples:
Vomit abuse. Vomit after ingesting. She felt sick and had to run to the bathroom to vomit.
Beforehand.
Ahead of time, in advance.
Examples:
Take a seat beforehand. 3 months beforehand. She packed her sunscreen beforehand to remember it on the beach trip.
Rehearse.
To practice or repeat something, such as a performance, speech, or action, to prepare for an event or to improve one's skills, to go through the motions of a planned activity before executing it.
Examples:
Rehearse an opera. Rehearse a speech. The actors needed to rehearse their lines before the performance.
Predator.
An animal whose natural behavior is to prey on others.
Examples:
Apex predator. Sexual predators. The native South American animals were in danger because of the predator's arrival.
Unprepared.
Not properly or adequately prepared, lacking preparation, not ready.
Examples:
Unprepared speech. Unprepared for the exam. The unprepared student struggled on the test and received a low grade.
Charismatic.
Having a strong and magnetic personality that attracts and influences others.
Examples:
Charismatic chairman. Charismatic personality. He was a charismatic leader and could persuade others to follow his ideas.